So, like I said, we revamped this whole trailer on what we're going to do. The first thing that we're going to do is I'm getting a toolbox, aluminum toolbox, and we're going to mount the water tank inside the toolbox rather than inside the cabin area here. A couple of reasons. One, it'll make it easier to fill, and it gives me more room to haul stuff. So once I get that toolbox in, we'll go ahead and mount this up. The water pump and that, I don't know if you can see it, is going to be back here. I'm going to make a little room back here for the water pump, my battery, electrical, anything like that is going to go in this room here, and that's what this door is here going to be for. Is that is going to be to access my utilities, let's call it. So this thing's going to be ran 100% on 12 volt. I've decided. Talking with that buddy of mine who came down, Cal, have no reason why I shouldn't be able to run this thing on a 12 volt all day long. So we're going to run this thing on 12 volt. If you want to come over to this side, or maybe you can shoot in from that side, we're going to have a door on this side that is going to access our camping gear in here. Be able to put whatever we want to in here. Canopy tents, or duffel bags, whatever we need. And then that'll be open to right about where this fridge is. If you want to come around back and get a shot from the back here. So then in the back, this will be open up to right about here, because this is where our fridge is going to go. So this is one of those ice cold fridges, 12 volt fridge. I'll have a plug-in back here somewhere to plug this thing in, so that way when we're going down the road it can be charging. On top of my water tank, I'm going to have a solar panel on top, actually not the water tank, on top of the toolbox for the water tank. I'm going to have a solar panel that'll constantly charge my battery when we're going down the road. We get to wherever we're camping, I'll unplug that and I'll pull out my solar panels and I'll explain to you how we're going to do that. So this will all be open. This will be on a slide mechanism so we can slide it out, do our cooking, use it while we're doing our cooking. And it'll be able to be removable so I can put stuff in this way if I need to, longer stuff. This side here is going to be totally made up of my kitchen. So that's going to run from about here to right about here, and that's going to be on a slide out, where we slide out and we can cook on it right here, access our food, have sink. So we completely revamped this thing, like I said. We were going to have 2 slide outs and a great big kitchen, and we narrowed it all down, made it a lot more user friendly. Other nice thing about doing it this way is we are going to carry a canopy with us to put over the cooking area and whatever when we're, you know, partying and drinking and cooking or whatever. If it rains, with that I would have had to build my tent another 8 inches higher than here, because them canopies are roughly 8 inches by 8 inches, and then however long, 46 inches I think the one I was looking at. This way I can keep this as low as possible and have my canopy in here. We're going to have it about 2 to 3 inches off of the deck here, because I'm going to put my solar panels up here. And they're going to be on a system where out the front, I'll just pull them out, slide them out, and put them right on my tongue here. And they'll be at, not quite a 45-degree angle, but they'll be at an angle so they can catch the sun. And we'll always make sure to try and put this trailer towards the south to get the most amount of sun. Now if we can't do that, I'm going to have those panels so I can disconnect them and face them in the sun any which way we need to. So like I said, we completely revamped this thing. I'm really excited about it, got direction. So what we are working on now is I'm going to go ahead and get the doors mocked up with, as you can see, they're just held on with clamps. I got to get them mocked up. They are mocked up. I got to get the iron in there, if you will, to have a frame for the door. Right now what I'm working on, you want to hold on there 1 second. So normally camping doors or these doors, you can screw them in from the front side. But actually what I'm going to do, I don't know if you want to zoom in, is I'm making these little pieces of angle iron. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, why can't you just go buy brackets? I don't want to buy brackets. Name of this show is I build shit and drink beer, not I buy shit and drink beer. So I'm making these brackets, and what I'm going to do, you need to be, right, you need to move over so you can see on the inside here, honey. Got to get an editing system. You're going to do all the editing for me. Really? You can't even do that? Can you see that? So I want to make these brackets. I'm going to weld them to here, and then I'm going to run a screw or bolt and a small nut on this side to hold it in this way, and then I will have butyl tape or whatever on the outside when I put that door in there. So I don't want to run any holes on the outside of this. So I think by doing it that way, it's going to work out pretty well. So we're going to make, I don't know, maybe 2 per side. I haven't decided. I like to overbuild stuff, so I may make more of these. But we're going to do the same with that door there. I just got to figure out what my height is going to be with that door. So once that is done, I'll pull all that off. We'll weld the bottom braces in. We'll weld these in. And then we're going to tackle the water tank. So my toolbox for that water tank won't be here till next week, Thursday. Hopefully it doesn't come in damaged. And then once we get this done, we'll start on that, and we'll show you the results of this, and we'll show you what we're going to start on that. Until next time.